Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you all so much for your patience. Well, I actually really wanted to come on much sooner, obviously, but um, I had three generations, and this was a blessing. I had three generations of my family stay over with me last night because of with the service and all. So yeah, my day, everything today went a little bit slower than I anticipated, but um that was fun. I had my sister, my niece, and my great niece. All three of them stayed over, so it was like a slumber party, I guess, but it was fun. Um, and even though I will have probably accused them of keeping me up too late, I was the one who wouldn't shut up. So I was the one who wouldn't shut up. But anyway, that's enough of all that who shot John. Well, we're here. Okay, let me see who was here first. Peach Rose. Oh, thank you so much, Peach Rose, and thank you for being here on my birthday. I really do appreciate it. And thank you, JSC. And a new member, Arrington W. Thank you so much for becoming the newest member of Royal Sussex. I really do. Connie Balmer. Hey, Connie Balmer, thank you so much for joining. And always listen. I had so much pride last night. I was showing off my Ricola collection. My niece was like, "Oh, my throat is dry. Do you have anything?" I said, "Do I have anything?" And then I started pulling out all of my Ricolas. And yeah, so I shared some of my Ricolas with her. So thank you again for taking care of my voice like that. Thank you very much. And let's see who else is here. Lydia Washington. Um, okay, and wow, Lydia, I see all of these. You were like one of the first people. Well, thank you for greeting everybody. I appreciate that. CL, thank you so much for being here. Oh, that. Well, listen, I made up that title myself, The Gilded Rage. Yes, The Gilded Rage. Let's see. Earlier today, someone on one of the social medias, I won't say which one because I don't want to rat them out, but someone actually shared that entire like first installment of the documentary, and I'm telling you, they didn't seem to pull any punches, and it was just very interesting. They seem to have built quite the case against father and son, and I'm glad for that. They need to be humbled, right? Hello, sister. Thank you for joining. Oh, let me just do this. Right. So, oh, Patricio Marcel, thank you for 39 months. That still blows my mind. Thank you for 39 months membership. Thank you so much. The best life has to offer. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. And oh my goodness, thank you so much for the super chat. And sorry to keep you waiting like that for so long, but thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And thank you for being a member and so supportive of this channel all this time. And Elaine Parker, thank you for the super sticker and being a moderator and also being so supportive to Royal Sussex. Cheryl B, thank you for the super sticker. And I'm sorry, Recitas, thank you. And thank you for the birthday greeting. I really do appreciate it. And Maureen, thank you so much for the very generous birthday super sticker. And thank you for being a member of Royal Sussex. Now, Maureen, I'm looking at the spelling. When I glanced at it, I was like, Maureen. I was like, what is Richard Eden doing here? But they spell that with the Mureen. So yes, that would be an insult. I would never compare you to Richard Eden. But thank you so much, and thank you all for the very kind birthday greetings. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of pick up from where I left off yesterday. I don't have the luxury of going back and forth to the other slides because, as you guys know, they have admitted that they have a bit of a problem with the Google Slides right now, and it's been a big headache. But hopefully, they'll fix this very soon because I have become so dependent on maneuvering back and forth with that. But you know what? Let's be very positive and just think about all the times when everything worked perfectly fine. And so now things are not working so well, but they'll get it back going, and it'll be a good thing. So yes, but yeah, that is one of my go-to software things is to use those Google Slides. And so I'm just going a different route, and it's working out so far, but it does have its limitations. Miss Z, thank you so much for the very kind birthday super sticker. There we go. Happy birthday, Baron. I hope you had something yummy. Yes, yes. As a matter of fact, I did. And well, my stomach has been talking to me a bit, but you know what? It was great going down. It was great going down. So thank you very much for that. And Barbara Richardson, thank you so much for the birthday greeting. And thank you so much for being here. Greatly appreciated. Gil S., happy birthday, Baron. Wishing you many more. Yes, many happy returns of the day. Thank you very much for the super chat. And let's see. MLC, happy birthday, Baron. Well, thank you so much for the super chat, and thank you so much for being here. Hey, Bunny Rose, thanks for being here. Yalibi. Who else is here? Maurice Brown. All right, great. Oh, Reba Henderson, did I say hi already? You guys, I don't know if you all watched. Let me see if I can find that. Earlier, I was listening to. Who was I listening to? Oh, I want to make sure. Well, Lady Sussex. I was trying to say the name of the channel, but Lady Sussex. And I do hope you all are watching Lady Sussex on Sunday. It is the best part of Sunday lately, and I have thoroughly enjoyed it, and it has been super, super informative. Well, you know, last week I mentioned how I get such a kick out of the Lady Sussex when she says that woman and this woman and and she really caught me off guard. I almost spit up my coffee. It was hilarious. Um, let's see. But yeah, she really went on a roll with it today.
Could almost guarantee by Wednesday we would not hear or see it, none of it. But it'll come back. So unless you guys have something to say, we're going to
Okay, I think I jumped ahead of it a little bit. Let me see.
Sovereign and the heir apparent. Severus.
Nope.
This is the last clip that we have for you guys.
Said it.
Nope.
The deal because sovereign
accounting. Because she's not letting anybody wear the tiara because I mean, Kate is not around to wear the tiaras anymore. I've not seen so many of the other royal ladies wearing the tiara before. Like, who's counting? You know, I really want to know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And what's so funny, in my opinion, just my opinion, and I don't think it's opinion of the Sussex World or even you guys here, it's just my own opinion. She's wearing pretty much many of the pieces Queen Elizabeth have worn. And yet she make no impact with them.
Okay, I think I went a little bit ahead of it, but I'll come back to that, I promise. But it was, I love when she refers to the queen consort as that woman. I was a little bit ahead of it, but I think I was close at that point. But yes, so if you missed the Lady Sussex today, you have to go back, and it's like about 3 hours. So um, if you listen, if you like to, how do I put it? If you like to multitask and you need something really interesting to listen to, then you have to. Oh, why don't I get the link for you all? I'm so rude. Let me grab the link so that way you'll be able to find the Lady Sussex. But yeah, I was multitasking and I was listening to Lady Sussex, George, and Charles. And when I need to get some stuff done, they are there for me. So okay. The Lady Sussex, this was the latest one. I'm going to copy that and put that over here. Do go over there and like, subscribe, and share. Very Sussex friendly space. And also, oh, I see Professor Tim Wilson is talking about the I'm going to have to catch up with that because I want to hear what he had to say about Charles and Willie Leaks. So that should be kind of interesting. All right, I'm going to put this here and then I'm going to put that at the top of the chat. So do remember to go over there and like, share, and subscribe. It was fantastic today, as per usual. Okay, so where did I leave off? Um, oh, Mamie Ricks, thank you so much. Thank you for that. Where's my bell? And also, um, thank you for that super chat. Someone just sent a, was it a cash app? Yes, I think so. Okay, SFW, thank you very much. And I did get the, you sent me a present, didn't you? I did get that. Thank you very much. Okay. And let's see, I did get a, okay, I did get a PayPal. Let me see where this one came from. I just saw that one come through. Oh gosh, the PayPal menu, not my favorite thing these days. PayPal took a perfectly good functional menu and they really effed it up. Okay, so JF and RS, thank you both for the PayPals today. Thank you very much for that. And thank you for supporting Royal Sussex. All right. So the Gilded Rage, the Gilded Rage. Oh, before I do that, remember, these are these are Scorpios. They were all born on November 3rd. Um, Colin Kaepernick, um, that what's her name? The Jenner girl, Kylie Jenner, and yes, the what do you call it? The nuclear winter, Anna Wintour. We all share the same birthday. All three of us share the same birthday, as does who else? Okay. Oh, that's Kendall Jenner. So Anna Wintour, Kendall Jenner, Colin Kaepernick, Charles Bronson, Dolph Lundgren, Elizabeth Smart, Michael Dukakis, Roseanne Barr, Cape Capshaw, Lulu, yes, the singer Lulu, and the singer Adam Ant. There's a few more people born on this day, and I think I missed a few of them. But yeah, all of them were born on November 3rd. Let's see, what is our personality profile? You have a markedly sarcastic yet fun sense of humor. That's me. What else? Which stems from a very keen sense of what is going on around you. You like to make a statement, shock more conservative folks. Guilty, guilty. Let's see what else. You have a flair for the dramatic. Okay, I'll say that. I'll agree with that. Because you are progressive and not especially afraid of expressing your quirkiness. You can be prone to getting in trouble, but generally recover quickly. You actually possess a very practical, resourceful, and strong character. You experience many transformations through your personal relationships, which are passionate and challenging. So, overall, determined, provocative, and reliable. Well, anybody could look at me and just see that I'm a walking, talking provocation. So, provocative, sure, I'll accept that. I'll accept that. So that is the November 3rds. And H Knight, thank you for the birthday super sticker. And thank you so much for being here. Oh, let me see. Coretta JT, thank you for the birthday super sticker. And thank you so much for supporting Royal Sussex. And Charlene Bates, member for 16 months. 16 months. Thank you so much for being a member of Royal Sussex. And thank you so much for watching. Okay, let's go to this one. Now, even town and country has turned against those two misfits. You guys, there is blood in the water. The sharks are circling. There are dorsal fins all over the place. And there is going to be a feeding frenzy on those two. An extensive investigation has claimed that the royal duchies, which raise personal income for sovereign that is, and heir, are charging the NHS, British Armed Forces, and charities. They're charging money to the cash-strapped NHS, which is on the verge of collapse. They are charging money to the armed forces, which in some instances are there to protect them. And also, they're charging money to charities, not for profits, charities. How immoral is that? A not for profit TCC son, I got the gift that you gave me. Thank you so much. Thank you ever so much for that. Very, very useful. I have actually been grinding my own coffee lately, so thank you so much for that. I had run out of pods a while ago, so I really, really do appreciate that. And thank you. All right. Charlene Bates, thank you for the super sticker, and thank you for being here today. I really do appreciate that. Okay. So check it out. Anne Boleyn says, I don't want to tell you what to do, but if you want to ruin your life, come for Meghan Markle, because baby, Every single person who wrongs her meets tragedy. Every single person who wrongs her meets tragedy. One by one, they have all fallen and they continue to fall. They have messed with the wrong one. They really have. They have messed with the wrong one. And one by one, they have all fallen. They were so arrogant and so sure of themselves. And then it seems like things, do you guys realize how terrible the monarchy is since Harry and Meghan left? Things have gone into a downward spiral. This whole thing with Kate and Charles, the two that were accused of racism, look at what kind of year they've had so far. Now, I don't know if I'm completely buying the explanation for Kate's absence. We don't know what mystery illnesses they have because they won't disclose it. But things have gone very, very wrong for them. I told you guys last fall, I said, Kate is not doing well. Now, I'm not taking any credit for seeing something that other people didn't, but I knew something about that, the end game. I knew that was going to be a problem for her. Charles, it doesn't matter. He's king and he's going to be protected no matter what. But Kate is totally expendable to the institution. And she's very fragile, despite that mean mugging that she does, the very shall we say resting Princess of Wales face. She is very vulnerable and very fragile. And no time ever in since she's been in that family has it been more clear and abundantly clear exactly how vulnerable she is right now. Well, that's what happens to mean girls. That is what happens to mean girls. I cannot say that I feel particularly sorry for her. There are days when I'm just like, poor Kate. But the lack of humanity that was shown to Meghan, especially during her pregnancies, and the person who directly benefited from the cruelty to Meghan was Kate. She is the one who benefited. And Tina and Michelle, everything that they said seems to have been true. Everything that they said seems to have been true. And some things that they didn't even specify has come to fruition. It has been an incredible ride. And I don't suspect that this is going to topple the House of Windsor, but the attention is on them right now. And it's not looking good for them. It really is not looking good for them, especially when people are facing a cost of living crisis like we haven't seen since post-war England. It hasn't been this bad since the post-war era. Food banks everywhere. So, yeah, stick around, watch this space, as they say. Watch this space because it is going to get very interesting. Very, very interesting. Maureen, thank you so much for that. And 25 months membership. Thank you very much. And trust me, I am feeling the love today. D became a member. Thank you. That is outstanding. Thank you for becoming a member of Royal Sussex. Okay. So this is from Cold War Steve. If you're not familiar with Cold War Steve comes up with these artistic renderings. I suppose it is some very clever cut and paste art. And so I don't know how the law works over there. Usually in the US, a county marshal, no, a state marshal, I think. No, the county sheriff are the ones that come and evict you from your housing. Well, here I see a bailiff. Also, I see peeling, wallpaper, damp interior spaces, mold. Oh, wait, that's not mold, that's William. I thought I saw some toxic mold, but that was William. You see the side of his head, that's actually his, well, that's what's left of his hair. I thought that was like black mold or something, like the real toxic mold, but I was mistaken. That's just William. So, but you have to admit, this is very clever. This is very clever. I love Cold War Steve. He comes up with some very clever concepts. Carmen's plays Beauty. Happy birthday, Baron from LA. Watched a beautiful sunset in your honor. Carmen, you are going to make me get a tear in my eye. That is the most beautiful thing. I love that. Thank you. So I'm getting goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps and I'm getting very emotional. Somebody actually watched a California sunset and thought about me. Thank you so much for that. That really, really warms my heart. That makes me very emotional. Oh, Carmen, you got me that time. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. You got me, Carmen. You really got me with that one. All right. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. And thank you for the birthday wish. Oh my God, that really snuck up on me. One of my favorite things, a California sunset. I'm gonna have to do that again one of these days. I'm gonna have to do that again. That was, I'll never ever forget that day. I'll never forget that day. And I had almost slept through it. And I was reminded, hey, if you want to see the sunset, you have to come now. And I did it. And it was everything that I had wanted it to be, like 20 years in the making. And it was everything that I wanted it to be. So thank you so much for that. Khalil Similane, thank you for the super sticker. And thank you for being here today. And thank you for always supporting Royal Sussex. And you are a member. I really, really do appreciate that. Okay. What else do we have here? Oh, yeah. No income tax. No, what is VAT? No money back, no guarantee. Black or white, poor or broke. Fill our pockets at a stroke. God bless Kingly Street. Viva Kingly Street. Long live Kingly Street. Say magnifique. Kingly Street. Magnifique. Kingly Street. Kingly Street. Kingly Street. Is that a song? Is that a song? I've never heard that before. I guess someone must have made that up, but that is pretty cool. No money back, no guarantee, black or white, poor or broke, fill our pockets at a stroke. Huh, that is clever. Anyway, Dr. Rachel Morris posted that. And then it was shared by Julie Street, who said, is anyone else thinking the French had the right idea? Now, there are certain ways that one could take that, but I'm sure that they mean just becoming a republic, not necessarily the other stuff. So, yeah, so don't report anybody. I'm sure she meant just becoming a republic. Yeah, that's what she meant. But yeah, every time someone says that in association with the royal family, people are like, what are you trying to say? Plus, I am here to tell you, um, even if that they did have that intention, there are just some people that no, I better not say that because then I'm going to get in trouble. Yeah, so I'm not going to say that. But yeah, maybe another day. Let's see. YM Joy says, I love that you got that they got you this exposed for your birthday. Next up, our first Madam President. Oh my God, that is going to be one of those moments that will make a lot of people weightless. I mean, it's going to be like a floating outer body experience. It really will be. And well, the idea of it, just the idea of it, and then to actually see it happen in our lifetime, in our lifetime, there have been what, 46 men that have had the opportunity to be president of the United States. And maybe, maybe, not even maybe, it is time. It is time. Um, I think that there should be more women in politics, and there should definitely be more women head of states. It really should be. And all of the crass, negative, nasty things that people say about women being in charge and being super emotional and all that kind of stuff. If you look at the person running against the, the vice president, that giant man baby is full of spontaneity and emotional outburst. And if we could survive him, we will thrive with Kamala. So I have no doubt that it is going to be probably some of the more epic years in the history of this country. I really do believe that. It is going to be very epic. It's not going to be like any other period. Well, there'll be a few that you could compare, but I think it's going to be the, I hate to say a golden age, but the country is going to thrive. And financially, and you can look this up if you don't believe me, the United States economy always exceeds or succeed, that is, with Democrats. Always. I promise you, I'm not making that up. The United States economy always excels when there's a Democrat in office. Even the person running against the vice president has said that out of his own twisted mouth. He said that the economy always does better with a Democrat in office. Let me see. Uh-oh, what did I just do here? Okay. I wanted to see if I could back that up with just a little evidence, but it is not convenient. Let me see here. But I remember my 401k when Bill Clinton was president. Let me see. Maybe this is it. Let me try this one. Nah, that's not it. Let me try that one. Uh-huh. Well, let me see. Let me take a look at the whole thing. Let me see. Nope, that one is for civil rights. Okay, I'll try again later. Or maybe I'll share that one tomorrow. But I did not have it prepared. So anyway, thank you so much, YM Droid. And yes, they got me. Leg says, Rohini says, happy birthday. And William is Slum Peg Billionaire. Slum Peg Billionaire. I love that one. Thank you so much, Rohini, and thank you, Legs. And thank you both for being so supportive to Royal Sussex. And by the way, Rohini, when my niece came over, I was showing out with all of my souvenirs that I've collected over the years. And I shared the what do you call it? Well, I showed her the my little steel drum from Trinidad. That one is like right at the front of the shelf with most of my souvenirs. And yeah, and still it is one of the more beautiful ones. So thank you so much for that again. I love my steel drum, man. I love it. The steel drum, I call him the steel drum man, but that one is very cool. Brown Girl says, happy birthday and many more. Well, thank you for 30 months membership. 30 months membership. All right. So let me get let me take this away because we still got to drag. We got some more dragging to do. We have got to drag. Okay. Uh-oh, I went too far. Now, I don't know if this is Cold War Steve. It looks very Cold War Steve, but the person who posted this image did not credit Cold War Steve, so I'm not sure. But but for the accident of birth that they have been called, um, all I could say is if they were not born into that clan or that firm, they would be just like anybody that you cross paths with on the street. They would be just a couple of big nobodies, right? I mean, they're not so special. What is there so special about them? They're just faces in the crowd. I promise you, there's nothing special about those two. So, but for the fact that they were born into that family, there's really nothing special about them. I promise you. They're well, I'll say this, they're not like us. They're not like us. They're not like us. Oh man, but that is funny. That's cute. I love it. Let me see here. You have an expert on homelessness straight out of KP who can advise them on how to sleep rough with a black man if their homes aren't up to code. Okay. I'm sorry. Every time I say sleep rough, I have to throw black man in there because, William has been known to sleep rough with a black man. And oh, by the way, the guy that he once slept rough with is actually on that documentary, um, helping William make the case that he is the right person to discuss homelessness, right? And let me just say this too. Oh, and by the way, thank you, YM Droid, for the super chat. Let me say this about William and his homeless documentary. William has the right to speak of whatever he chooses to speak of, but um, Princess Diana took them to homeless shelters, right? Princess Diana took them to the streets and informed them, listen, there are some people that are not thriving. And not everybody lives like us. Not everybody has nannies and cooks and drivers and so forth. We do, but most people don't. But Princess Diana did not try to cure society of homelessness because Princess Diana knows that the limitations of the royal family and the politics involved with even trying something like that, it exceeds her um, authority. It would exceed her authority. William is playing politics with this homeless thing. Even though he's not deliberately saying any, well, he's not deliberately being political, but at some point, if it wasn't for this documentary about their finances, someone from the government was likely to take him to the woodshed. And I'm not convinced that this isn't something that is a warning to William. Stop trying to come for your brother. You're making a big mistake, a huge mistake. So this may very well be a warning because his father was being very political before he became king. And William is making the same mistake because the next logical thing is, why don't you give up some of your wealth or your properties? And if you don't do that, then it involves the government because there are a lot of programming and funding and lack of new house construction that is or has happened because there are a lot of people in parliament that are landlords. A lot of those people are landholders and they don't want more housing, so they can charge more for what they have. William is playing a very dangerous game, you guys. Very dangerous game. And listen, I'm not helping him. I'm not telling him anything that someone else hasn't told him already. He's making a big mistake. He's making a huge mistake trying to compete with his brother. This is going to backfire on him. It already has. This is a huge, epic faux pas. He has been foolish and he is going to be paid out for his folly. I can assure you of that. This is a huge mistake. And please, nobody stop him. Let him carry through. Please, nobody stop him. If you're at Kensington Palace right now, do not stop him. Okay? Do not stop him. Let him continue to make a fool of himself. He does it so well. You know what I'm saying? It suits him. He's doing an amazing job. He's not failing down. He's not falling down. He's failing up. Yeah. He's not, he's going to be rich when he wakes up in the morning, but I'm enjoying it. From where I'm sitting, this has been quite the spectacle. I am enjoying it. But yeah, this is really, really bad. Yesterday, he's talking about changing the way we talk about the homeless. And today, they are literally calling him a slumlord. You could not make that up. Let's see. YM Joy said, thank goodness we have an expert on homeless. Nestor. Oh, did I? Oh, I'm sorry. Or did I finish that sleep rough? Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, I did. Thank you so much again. Okay, let me go to the next one. All right. Oh, wait. There we go. So, cost of monarchy hits £500 million. The mainstream media, did you guys notice that they're not challenging the study that was financed by the what do you call it? It was Republic, the group Republic. They paid for this study. Did you notice that nobody, especially the palace, nobody is questioning or challenging those figures? You have not seen the Royal Rota call out Republic. Have you noticed that? Because every day that goes by that they have not challenged that report from Republic is another day that $500 million estimate is true. The palace, no comment. The tabloid media, they just won't discuss it. So if nobody's pushing back, that means it's true. They were okay saying that the monarchy cost, what was it, 60 million pounds a year. They seem to be okay saying the monarchy costs 120 million pounds a year. Now that someone has said it's £500 million a year, the tabloids don't say anything. So if you have been struggling with the idea that that was an exaggerated sum, how come nobody challenges it? Not the Royal Rota, not the palace, not even the government. Nobody has said, hey, wait a minute, hold on. Nobody has challenged it. If you have seen where that has been challenged, please let me know. Because if nobody is challenging that figure, then it must be true. It must be true. I'm just saying, if nobody is going to call them out, then it is obviously true. Andrea Allen, thank you so much for the birthday wish. And thank you so much, or birthday greeting. Thank you for being a member and watching Royal Sussex. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Where's Senator Thorpe? Let me see, because most of all those idiots already knew about what these two grifters were getting. Remember who they work for. Ooh, thank you, Agent Burrow, because it's all true, Baron. The silence is deafening. That is, thank you, Adrian Burrow. Thank you so much. That is what I was all of that hemming and hawing, and you hit it right on the head. The silence is deafening. Wow. I love it. Thank you so much for that. See there? See there? When the squatties are on the case, we get there. We get there. The silence is deafening. I love it. Okay, let me go to the next one. Slumlord Billionaire. I shared this yesterday. I will not take credit for that name. Someone else in the Twitterdom came up with that name, but I love it. And you know what? I'm going to just say I'm in a very generous mood. That is probably one of the best photos that Willie Leak has ever taken. That is a very good photo. Him with the hat, totally by chance, totally by chance. But that is probably one of the best photos he's ever taken. So, yeah, I was very generous and thoughtful, but it's one of his best. All by chance. It took probably 1,000 images of William to take a good photo, whereas Harry is just about every photo as far as I'm concerned. Harry looks hot every photo. Harry knows he's working the camera. And the cool thing about it is he don't let you know that he knows that he's working that camera. So a royal price tag. This isn't for anything, but I just love it. Royal price tag. Next. Prince William expands his reach as a statesman as future king prepares to arrive in South Africa to host his annual Earthshot Prize Environmental Award. The British government are using his presence in Cape Town to facilitate a meeting with the country's president, along with Foreign Secretary David Lammy, who is traveling to the city specially to attend. So, listen, you guys, this is not a royal tour. This is just the Earth flop. The government will not allow William and Kate to get within an arm's length of doing a royal tour. They can't even get a country mile close to a royal tour. But they're going to try to do some business anyway, using this visit as a way to, you know, probably get something with the South African government. But it's not a royal tour. And I am going, listen, I hope that I am able to get some good material out of this visit, because every time William travels somewhere, it is a disaster. It is a disaster. Now, I ain't wishing nothing bad on him, but he's such a lousy wannabe statesman. And here they go again talking that statesman stuff. Haven't they learned anything about that yet? You don't say statesman, we say statesman. Let's see. I won't say the name, but TC, um, TC, I love that name. Okay. And one of my favorite holidays, by the way. But thank you so much for the Cash App. Thank you very much. Let me see. Was there a message that went with that? I cannot pull it up if there is. But okay, I don't think so. But thank you very much for that. I really, really appreciate it. All right. Thank you so much. Love that name. Okay. And let's see. Oh, you guys, look at this. Look. Forces News. Now, I have even made a few videos based on articles from Forces News. Forces News has always had some very fair and accurate reports about anything that Harry does. It is a magazine for the military people. They call it Forces News. They don't pick sides. They don't care what your title is or anything. It's all about military stuff. However, they decided to report the news and nothing but the news. They're not taking a side. They're not making up anything. They're not trying to influence the outcome. But they are just letting you guys know that the Duchy of Cornwall has charged the Royal Navy more than £1 million since 2004 to build and use jetties and moors and more, that is, warships along the Cornish coastline, according to an investigation by Channel 4 Dispatches and the Sunday Times. In other words, they are making sure that everybody knows how greedy and selfish that the Duchy of Cornwall, once belonging to the Prince of Wales, Prince Charles, and now the fleecing of a public institution continues with William at the helm. Again, isn't this redundant? The government is paying King Charles, well, Prince Charles, and now Prince William. They're paying, the Navy is paying to use the jetties and moors for their warships. That seems crazy. It is His Majesty's Navy. So why is His Majesty's Navy paying the Prince of Wales to dock their ships? That is insane. It is your Navy. And basically, by using this contract or whatever it is, this agreement, contract, you are literally taking public money and funneling that money into the Duchy of Cornwall, which is now Prince William's piggy bank. Now, if I got any of that wrong, please let me know. Don't be afraid to tell me. Did I get any of that wrong? That is what this documentary is about. It is about the greed. They are literally fleecing the public purse. And they can do with that money what they will. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yes, yes. Charles and William has England paying them for services. These institutions are in the name of the king. And these institutions one day will be in the name of King William. And William will be paying money to the Duchy of Cornwall, King William, to his son. Public money. Honestly, I cannot believe that this report actually happened. I'm glad, but I can't believe it happened because this is so damaging. This is so damaging to that institution. There she is, the Lady Sussex. You know, I was howling earlier when I heard you say that woman. I almost spit my coffee up when I heard you say that woman. When you said that, my shoulders went up. I was like, I don't know her. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I
I
can.
don't even like, it's barely if you're looking for it, you're like, oh, right. Oh, that's like it's just completely something very different. There is, in my opinion, a devalue.
Okay, I think I need to go back just a little bit. I got to go back just a little bit to find that part. But I loved it. It was everything I needed. Okay, let me try this.
I mean, there's so much in there. The fact that this report is available to people, I don't see how this can be good for them. They may be able to not letting certain part of their population in the island to actually hear this, but the world knows about it now. The world know about it now. Do you understand what I'm saying? And how can obviously we don't know if that prison that supposedly is making money allegedly, if it's for profit, but from what we know, many of these prisons, even here in the state, are for profit. And who's paying the price? Who get the money to by incarcerating a lot of Black and Latino people? So is that the case over there? Is that the case over there? It's almost like what I feel like it's happening. That competition tried to compete with Harry in the world stage. Maybe perhaps he think if he does this so-called the homeless situation, maybe people will what? Love him, accept him, say bravo, kudo to you. They don't have the foresight to see something is not working out. In the meantime, we have that woman who's wearing all the tiara and all the, and they need to start counting because she's not letting anybody wear the tiara because kid is not around to wear the tiaras anymore. I'm not seeing so many of the other royal lady wearing the tiara before. Like, who's counting? Who I really want to know. You know what I mean? And what's so funny, in my opinion, just my opinion, and I don't think it's opinion of the Sussex Red or even you guys here, it's just my own opinion. She's wearing pretty much many of the pieces Queen Elizabeth have worn. And yet she make no impact with them. I don't even it's barely if you're looking for it, you're like, oh, right, she wear that. Oh, that's like it's just completely something very different. There is, in my opinion, a devalue of what these things supposed to look like or we put.
I told you when I heard Lady Sussex say that woman, I spit my coffee up. I love it. That woman. Oh, thank you so much. Again, you guys, at the top of the chat, you can see the link. That is for the Lady Sussex, George, and Charles. And they come on every Sunday. And I'm telling you, it was fantastic. The past few weeks has been extremely informative. So there's a variety of topics and subjects. And again, go over there, like, share, and subscribe, especially if you want to hear more about that woman. Ah, yeah, if you want to hear more about that woman, then definitely get over there. Uh, uh-oh, there is a message from the great beyond. Let me get the intro for Her Majesty. She couldn't stand that woman either. But let me get the intro for Her Majesty. Let me see here. Okay, here we go. Okay, wait. I want to do the other one because I love both of those. Let me do the other one. Gotta do them both. You know, if you're gonna do one, you may as well do both of them. So, let me see. Okay, there we go. Okay, here we go. I'm smiling so much. Let me get into character here. So I gotta take that away. There we go. And here we go. I I, Queen Elizabeth II, ruler of the United Kingdom in toxic mode. Do hereby declare, William and King, you've done it again. Half the Commonwealth, the rest is about to. What is that? No, wait. The rest is about to be repoed. Well, Camilla will be getting her eviction papers. Queen is amused. Oh, so the Royal Repo Man is about to come and knock on what is that place where Charles likes to hide out? High Clare or High Fair or whatever that place is. Oh my goodness, that is hilarious. Thank you so much, Sean. And thank you, Your Majesty. 1992, a year which I shall look back upon with undiluted pleasure. Yes, this is going to be another 1992. This is like 1992. Yeah, this is another 1992 moment. I love it. Thank you so much, Sean, and thank you for communicating with the Queen in the great beyond. Let me see. Andrea Allen says, please play The Island Woman. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much. That is a good suggestion. If we've ever needed the Island Woman, today is the day. She called it, didn't she? She called it. We need the Island Woman. And I am from the island. Okay, here we go.
And I love Prince Harry, and Prince Harry should be king. He should be king, Prince Harry, not William. William and all of them in there, Camilla is the wicked witch of the devil himself, because she is part of why Princess Diana is not here. I do not like them. I am from the islands, and we don't need them in the Caribbean. Get lost. Demolish the monarchy. This is 2023, okay? And I will support Harry 100%. I do feel for him. Yes, I do. And everything in the book is the truth. And Charles is the monster, not Harry. Harry is no monster, not Meghan. He is bringing the story out right now. They are evil people. They are not nice. Behind the wall, we all are one human being, and behind that wall there are no difference with me and you and any other Brits. Give the people back the money. They are just welfare recipients, living off the taxpayers of the British people. And the British people are stupid, supporting that nonsense monarchy. It is nothing. It's just a title. It means nothing, a title. I'm angry at them.
I just don't get it. I don't get any of it.
What do you mean? You don't get what?
I don't get why we're so obsessed with these humans that are exactly the same. Like, it could be us four sitting there. I just don't get it.
But are you talking about what you mean as royals or as like Kim Kardashian? Because for me, they're becoming celebrities.
Well, to me, that's all they are.
The Queen
is their celebrities.
For me, is brilliant.
I love the Queen.
No, for duty, responsibility.
She's always worked really hard,
But
hasn't
I would
she?
work hard if the whole country paid for me to have like 12 houses and work really hard.
No, they don't pay for all of the houses. But
Just a few.
There we go. Might as well do the greatest hits. May as well do the greatest hits. Okay, thank you so much. See what you started? I love it. Thank you so much. Okay. Yes, absolutely a classic. Okay, moving on. Where did I leave off? Right there. Oh, okay, so I can barely see this. Oh, no. That's fine. I can see it. The Duchy of Lancaster and Cornwall, private estates of King Charles and Prince William, respectively, have struck rental deals with worth millions of pounds with the armed forces, providing essential infrastructure and training grounds, it has been reported. The Duchy of Cornwall has charged the Royal Navy more than £1 million since 2004 to build and use jetties and more warships along the Cornish coastline, according to an investigation by Channel 4 Dispatches and the Sunday Times. It claims this ongoing arrangement provides crucial access for naval operations while generating significant revenue for the duchy. The report also claims that the Duchy of Cornwall has also entered into agreements with the Ministry of Defense, allowing the armed forces to train on the duchy-owned land in Dartmoor. In addition to its military-focused deals, the Duchy of Lancaster has signed a £11.4 million contract with Guy's and St. Thomas's NHS Trust to store a fleet of electric ambulances in that is one of its warehouses. Both duchies have been leased land to, one more time, both duchies have also leased land to local state schools, expecting to bring in around £600 million over the lifetime of the agreements. The duchies, exempt from corporation tax and capital gains tax, are significant sources of income for the royals. Neither the King nor the Prince of Wales are legally obliged to pay income tax, but both have. King Charles' earning from the Duchy of Lancaster rose to £27.4 million last year, while Prince William's income from the Duchy of Cornwall surpassed £23.6 million. Responding to the investigation, the Duchy of Lancaster spokesperson said the Duchy of Lancaster operates as a commercial company managing a broad range of land and property assets across England and Wales. It complies with all relevant UK legislation and regulatory standards applicable to its range of business activities. So again, that article was in the Armed Forces News. The Armed Forces News, which again, they do not get personal, they do not get political. They usually just report all things associated with the armed services. But for some reason, they felt like this was newsworthy. I have never known them to be in any way, form, or fashion biased to anyone. So I'm kind of surprised that this article was on their website, but I'm also very pleased that this article was on their website. Yeah. Doesn't bother me at all. As a matter of fact, let the truth be the light. So, what do we have here? So this was the articles from yesterday. Reveal property empire that makes Charles and William millions. And same thing, we found thousands of royal properties. How many did they say? It was like 5,000 properties? Search our maps to see them. They are totally outing them for everything. Well, we wouldn't know if there was more, but they have been very thorough. So I'm here for it. Oh, got a soundbite for you guys. Got a soundbite.
The road, we found the state school in Princetown is paying thousands of pounds in rent every year. And we found at least 6 other state schools that make payments to the Prince of Wales private estate worth nearly £600,000 over the lifetime of the leases. King Charles' private estate, the Duchy of Lancaster, announced it was delighted to be able to help and support Guy's and St Thomas's NHS Foundation Trust in London to find a home for its new ambulance fleet. What it didn't make clear was that the deal was worth £11.4 million over 15 years.
Why are there not peppercorn rents or social rents being charged for the NHS, for example?
The duchies consider themselves to be private estates, not businesses, and are exempt from paying any corporation tax.
What should happen is that the profits that the duchies make out of it, they should be paying corporation tax on that.
Charles and William are not legally obliged to pay income tax either. Both have volunteered to pay it on their duchy income, but only on what they say is left after spending on official activities. Prince William has refused to make public the amount paid. Since becoming king, neither has Charles.
I think it's past time for the duchies of Cornwall and Lancaster to ultimately be dissolved and folded into the Crown estate, where they have to give their profits to the Exchequer, and then some of that comes back to us, the taxpayer.
I'd love King Charles to volunteer that he would open up the affairs of all these organisations to much greater public scrutiny at a time when people are feeling poor.
Wow. Just wow.
It shocks me, yeah. It's all shrouded in secrecy, isn't it? Again, he's making money off us, isn't he? Making money.
Charles and William aren't telling you about their secret millions. Their private estates, the duchies of Lancaster and Cornwall, make Charles and William £50 million a year.
Can we have a report on the illicit properties?
I don't see why.
I think there's a public right to know how much it's costing.
The Duchy of Lancaster owns the coastline from Barrow in Furness to the River Mersey. It's part of the 18,000-hectare estate, mainly in the north of England. The River Mersey, we can reveal, helps keep the cash rolling in for King Charles. So are Liverpudlians aware who is making money from their famous ferry?
I have no idea who owns the foreshore. I believe it's a gentleman from Liverpool.
The council?
I think his name's Chris.
Because the pier stands on the foreshore, land owned by Charles, the publicly funded ferry operator has to pay the Duchy of Lancaster at least £130,000 since 2011.
I would be surprised to know it's the king, yeah. Yeah.
So all of these people are finding out that these things that they assume just belong to some anonymous person is actually the king that is making the profits. Every time you use the River Mersey ferry, the king profits. An investigation by Dispatches and the Times reveal the Duchy of Lancaster, which owns the coastline from Barrow to the River Mersey, charges the publicly owned ferry a yearly fee for mooring at a pier on Duchy land. That is just sick. That is just sick. Okay, what did I miss here? What did I miss? Gordon, why Gordon prayers? Oh, did someone have a loss in the family? Oh my goodness. That happened back to back. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry to hear that. Thank you for sharing it though. They are greedy. Oh, Vaughn, thank you so much for the super chat. William and Charles are hiding their money like the Easter Bunny hiding eggs. I've always wondered, what do they do with the money? I mean, anybody with money, just like a poor person, always wants more money, but they don't know hunger. They don't know desperation and poverty. They don't know these things. They don't know what it's like to need money and not have it available to them. This is not something that they're conscious of. They have no explanation for it because it never has and never will happen to them. So I couldn't imagine what they need money for. Or should I say what they need more money for? It's a very strange system they have. Okay. This happened today. I really hated seeing this. King Philippe's, is it Felipe's fiery outburst, mud splattered Spanish monarchs, anger after he and wife Queen Letizia are pelted with dirt in Valencia. But locals say, what did he expect amid fury over tragedy as Brit couple are found dead, bringing toll to 217? You guys, they were there representing the nation. And I don't know all of the details about this, so I can't tell you what notions were involved with anybody who had this angry outburst other than the lack of help at this time. But I'm very surprised by this. I'm very shocked by it. I don't know what their local politics are like. I don't know if there's certain regions of Spain where the royals are not popular, but reportedly, they've had the largest mobilization of military personnel outside of a war like or civil type of situation. So I don't know what else they could have done. I mean, they're showing up, they're trying to offer moral support. It does cost resources to have a head of state fly in and helicopter in and all of their security and such. It is a distraction from all of the recovery work that needs to be done. But the floods happened, a few days ago. And I don't know if they're angry about that or if it's just they're angry, and I understand people have died and they don't know how they're going to continue surviving. But I just thought it was very bad to take it out on the royal family that only cost about £7 million a year. They only cost £7 million a year. It's not like they're a £500 million monarchy. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I thought it was a bit heavy-handed, and I thought it was, I mean, just maybe a matter of bad timing, but I hated seeing that happen. Um, Emotions run high in a tragedy. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I was just shocked. I was very surprised by that. Heather Strauss says no money in infrastructure to prevent floods. Well, this was a year's worth of rain that happened in about 8 hours or 24 hours, whatever it was. So I don't know if anybody could be prepared for something like that. Now, um, given the alternative, it is probably better to spend the money before the tragedy happens instead of after the tragedy happens. But I don't know if there was anything that could have been done. Even under the best of circumstances, if anybody gets a year's worth of rain all at one time, it is going to, it will be a mess. A year's rain all at once. I don't know too many places where they can handle that. Now, in Las Vegas, hot, dry, arid Las Vegas, they get torrential downpours. And with all of their modern American infrastructure, I can remember a few years ago when they got hit with a flood. Now, it didn't have the devastating effects like this. Plus, Las Vegas is pretty flat. The valley, the basin there is pretty flat. But when they do get those big floods or big rains, it really tests the infrastructure. New York, New York, the probably the wealthiest city in America, New York City, they have been flooded. How many times have you seen the New York subways flooded? So again, I'm not sure what the politics are or whatever. And yes, people will. I just thought that was unfortunate. I thought it was unfortunate. Oh, well, thanks for letting me know that, Bunny Rose, because I have relatives out there, and I'm always paying attention to what I see. And any place where you have a year's rain in one day is going to really pound the area. When they had those floods in Germany that time, I couldn't believe it. And listen, I love Germany. There are parts of Germany that are so beautiful, beautiful, just like a fairy tale. And to see those little idyllic towns being wiped out by that flood, what was that, like 2 years ago? Germany is a rich country. They have one of the highest GDPs in the world. And when they were hit with that torrential downpour, they were helpless. They hadn't seen anything like it in 100 years, 200 years, or whatever. So I felt sad when I saw that. I felt sad about the flood anyway. You guys know I talked about it the other day. I was very bothered by it. I was devastated by that because I've been to Spain. Spain is beautiful. I love Spain, and I could not believe that was Spain. But it was. People died, and yes, people are very angry. So it was just unfortunate, I thought. Let's see. Not like this though, Baron, where They were finding dead bodies submerged in cars piled on top of each other. Only hurricanes, earthquakes, and tornadoes catch Americans unaware. Yeah, this was really bad, you guys. This flood. I don't know if you all have, but that's what struck me was the way the cars were, piled up and everything. I'd never seen anything like that, where the cars seemed like they funneled through the streets and they all collected in one spot like that. It was very, very devastating. This flood caught everyone off guard. I don't think anybody would have suspected something like this could happen. And I'll tell you something else. The amount of, was it thunder or lightning strikes? It was as though someone used a sci-fi weapon on Spain. Did you guys see that? Spain was hit with this unusual amount of lightning strikes. And let me say this too. I don't want to get into any conspiracies, but it was very reminiscent of that hurricane that just hit Florida, where they had all of those like thunderstorms and tornadoes inside of the hurricane. It's as though someone has found a secret weapon. Okay? Did you guys notice that? Oh, okay. I'm going to the channel when Baron finishes. It's a hot news. Oh, okay. What channel? Anyway, let me take a look at that. Thunderstorms in Spain. Okay. Okay. And they had hail the size of golf balls. It says Spain hit by deadliest flood in decades. Here's what we know. The worst flood in decades. After a year's worth of rain fell in just hours. It's very sad. It's just devastating. Okay, I'm not finding what I'm looking for, but I saw that somewhere, and yeah, that is true, Hazel. But the amount of tornadoes that happened inside of the hurricane that just hit Florida was well above what anybody has ever seen before. They had multiple, it was like, I don't know how to describe it. They could not count how many tornadoes there were. They could not count them. And that was just super unusual. The weather patterns are so much more horrific than what they were years ago. So, I don't know. It seems like someone has been tinkering with the atmosphere, right? That's what it seems like. Someone has been tinkering with the atmosphere. It's kind of scary. Maurice Brown says climate change is making all of these natural disasters more frequent and more powerful. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say. And unpredictable. Yeah, exactly. It's as though someone has been taking liberties, like someone has been using technology of some sort But we know it's climate change. But I'm just saying, if we didn't know what it was, the intensity of these storms are frightening. They're frightening. An uncountable number of tornadoes inside of the hurricane. Yeah, tornadoes happen with hurricanes, but to the point where people could not even keep track of them. And then when you look at the rate, as a matter of fact, do I still have that photo? I think I had shared that photo with you all, didn't I? I had shared that photo because of how unusual it was. Let me see if I could find it. And when I first saw it, I was just like, that's interesting. Let me see if I can find it. But it kind of tells the story, I think. Okay, maybe I deleted it. I'm not seeing it. Oh, yeah. I'm not seeing it. I think I deleted it. Okay, no worries. I think it's gone. Nope, nope, and nope. Okay, no worries. Don't have it. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Scary stuff, though. I don't know why. It makes me anxious. Makes me anxious. This is very, very unusual. Sean says, remember what happened in... Yes. Thank you, Sean. Thank you for the super chat. Yes, remember what happened in Hawaii. And the strike was caught on video. And all those cars were torched with people. Yes. Okay, you know what? I don't want to talk about this anymore because now I'm getting scared. Now I'm getting scared. But yes, this should not. These anomalies are just too frequent. They're too frequent. It is so like spooky how frequent this. Thank you, Sean. I almost forgot about Hawaii. Exactly. Okay, you guys, we're going into some conspiracies here, and I want to make sure I can sleep tonight. So no more conspiracies. Oh, yeah. Let me see here. Whether these a troglodyte. I think I'm more modern than a troglodyte. Okay, let's move on. It's very spooky, though. I'm telling you, this is very strange. Let me see here. Oh Lord. Okay, wait. How do I do that? I've just lost. Nope, is that it? No. Okay. Okay, hold on, you guys. I'm kind of stuck here. I got to try to figure out how to. Oh, there it is. Is that it? Wait, oh, there we go. Aha, there we go. So, William under pressure amid claims rental homes on the Duchy of Cornwall land are riddled with mold and do not meet minimum legal energy efficiency standards. Prince Andrew's crumbling mansion is revealed. Duke's 31-room Royal Lodge falls into disrepair with cracks. Okay, as I said, I do believe that they're only picking on Andrew because they wanted King Charles III to seem as though he is frugal and responsible when it comes to finances. But they started picking Andrew apart before this report came out, as though they were trying to preempt this report by showing how decisive that Charles III was when it came to royal properties. And over there on the right, Peter Hunt, who used to be was he a royal reporter? Well, he was in the media. Peter Hunt says, we now know, thanks to the Channel 4 Dispatch and the Times, that taxpayers' money from government debts and the NHS goes to the Duchy of Lancaster. It funded the late Queen and now the King. This private wealth helped settle Andrew's legal case. So, in case you didn't get that, just in case you didn't get it, taxpayer money was used to bail out Andrew, the sick old man. I repeat, no matter how you want to add it up, that was taxpayer money that was used to bail out Andrew. Yep. It is saying that that was taxpayer money. Yeah, that's true, Reba Henderson. We have been warned. We have been warned. Okay, let me move on. So taking in millions from the public. So, okay. And King and Prince William estates make millions from charities. Got it. Got it. Oh, I love this. Now, listen, I don't think this is real. That image of Camilla is not real. As I said, there are some people that love to Photoshop Meghan and Harry to try to make them look as unattractive as possible. But here you have Camilla. That is not Camilla's real face. However, I do think it's funny. It is funny. Let me see. But there's no sign like this in a public place. At least I don't think it is. I don't think it is. If it is real, that is funny, but I don't think it is. It had me going for a minute there, though. When you're exposed as a slum landlord, release Meghan Markle stories. So that is William as Dr. Evil. And of course, Dr. Evil's assistant, release the Meghan Markle stories. So this is a dramatization of how things usually go. Anytime the royals get in trouble, it is likely that William is going to get on the phone, most likely with the Royal Rhoda, and to bark out some kind of a thing for them to write. And that's exactly what they'll do. I'll give you a good example. Remember the time when out of nowhere, Robert Jobson says, what about the about that bullying report? Just out of the blue, he tweeted that. Nobody was talking about it anymore. But it seemed like he had just had lunch at the palace or something like that. And he just barked that out of nowhere. So that's what it reminds me of. This is a little demonstration, or, just to show you how things like that happen, how they drag Meghan's name into something that has nothing to do with her. Exactly. So using the Austin Powers movie as a way to demonstrate how the firm works. TCC Sun says, remember what happened in Hawaii and a strike was caught on video and all those cars. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. There we go. Let me put my glasses back on. Baron, reading the paper, the crowd was mad at the governor and prime minister who ran. It took 4 days before the government. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Thank you so much for that. I wasn't sure where that was coming from. Okay, thank you. That actually makes me feel better. I mean, you know what I mean? I feel horrible for the people, of course, but I thought it seemed a bit heavy-handed, but now that explains it. So the crowd was mad at the governor and prime minister who ran. It took 4 days before the government started to help the town. Okay. And that makes sense that they would be angry, because just imagine if it was a war, if there was some type of military thing, right? Or a mass hostage situation, earthquake, whatever. If there was something tragic that happened, and of course this is a tragedy, and it takes you 4 days to mobilize, well, I don't blame them for being angry. 4 days? Nah, that is too long. Again, I don't know the circumstances, but that is too long. What are they paying the military for if it takes you 4 days to get boots on the ground? Thank you, TCC Sun. That explains the anger. Okay, I really wanted to know what was behind that. Let me see. Very happy birthday to you, Baron. Wishing you good health and many happy returns. Thank you, Chef Sandy Love, and thank you for 26 months of Royal Sussex. Thank you so much for that. Okay. Let me take that away. As said, the River Mersey helps keep the cash rolling in for King Charles. Metro Mayor Steve is spot on. The river has been the lifeblood of the people of Liverpool for centuries. It's shocking that we have to pay the king for using it. Oof. You guys, this is just juicy. This is just juicy. I'm telling you, Charles and Wilma are in deep, deep doo-doo. They're in deep doo-doo. And Marina Perkis says, the Channel 4 dispatch on the royals is unreal. The rank profiteering, the conflicts of interest, the fact that they are exempt from paying corporation tax, inheritance tax, and capital gains tax. They're not even obliged to pay income tax. And they even charge for air. Yes. It just seems to get better, doesn't it? Or should I say worse? Brian Allen says the royal family are fleecing the country, but they look over there. Harry married a woman of color. Let's all gang up on her. Imagine making all that money just because you came out the right fanny in the lottery of life. Interesting. Heavy is the head, the crown as something hat. Crown is anyway. This is from the Welsh, one of those Welsh news agencies. Let me see. Okay, I can barely see that. The crown had past year, but little else is different. Or is it? Name suggests so, but is kept from us subjects. Oh, okay. Heavy is the head that bears the crown. Let me see. Sovereign grant, check. And again, the sovereign grant. The crown estate makes the money, which is the profit paid to His Majesty's Treasury. Calculates at 15 to 25%. And then, of course, the sovereign grant, after it's calculated, goes to the crown, which essentially gives it to the crown estate. I told you guys this didn't make sense. No, this never made sense. It didn't make sense before. It doesn't make sense now. So, oh well. Now, you know what? Y'all better stop playing with God. Y'all better stop playing with God. Do you see that? Has Kate's illness led to her new interest in religion? When Charles took that woman when Charles took that woman into Westminster Abbey and crowned her his queen, which is actually queen consort. When he took that woman into that church, him being divorced, she also divorced. He had an affair with her, that woman. Her husband, her first husband, had an affair with Charles' sister, Afro Annie. Right? So Tom Parker Bowles, not Tom, what's his name? The father, Andrew Parker Bowles, had an affair with Princess Anne, Afro Annie. Charles had an affair with Camilla. The royals were just like a bunch of swingers. And now Andrew Parker Bowles is no longer married to Camilla Parker Bowles. And Charles is, anyway, you need scorecards to keep up with this. My point is, it's a hot mess. Westminster Abbey is a holy place, revered, a royal peculiar. It is holy. At least it's supposed to be. Charles, the supreme governor of the Church of England, crowned this woman, that he had this adulterous relationship. A lot of people were bothered by that. And now they are going to try to go the religious direction with Kate. Y'all better stop playing. Y'all better stop playing. I'm just afraid. If you think there's some weather anomalies now, you let this person, that woman that you see right there, let her start playing this religious stuff. If she thinks she's having bad luck now, wait until she would see what happens when she starts playing around. Let's leave that alone. They're playing a dangerous game. Now, I don't know what people's level of faith is, but don't play with God. Don't play with God. Let me see. Baron non-stop affair, and Andrew Parker Bowles was Charles. Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that. Okay. Okay. I had no idea. Yes, Bunny Rose, they all need to repent. They need an exorcist. Yes, they are playing with the ancestors. Yep. That's all I got to say is they better leave that church out of it. They better leave God out of this. Oh, Anne Bromley, you get a bail for that. That is true. The Church of England is founded on adultery. It only came into existence because Henry VIII wanted a divorce. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. That's it. Thank you. That explains a lot. All right. I think this is the last thing I have for you guys. Let me see. I did that already. Madam President, the girl from California, Kamala Harris, President of the United States. President Harris. You got to get used to that. President Harris, today, President Harris held talks with President Harris. Okay, I like that. It has a ring to it. President Harris, the 47th, yes, that was it, you guys, the 47th President of the United States. I love it. You guys, something exciting may be official next Tuesday. Kamala Harris, president. A woman president was bound to happen at some point, but that we will see it in our lifetime gives me so much pleasure. So, anyway, thank you, everyone. Love you guys. Thank you for making this a birthday to remember. It's been a weird, busy week or 2 weeks, but having the squad, this community, and I know a lot of you guys feel the same way, but having this community means so much to so many people for so many different reasons. It really does. It really does. And I was thinking the other day, I was thinking about the lady Sussex, and she's caring for her mother. And if you've ever had to care for someone, for a parent, then you know. I won't even tell you what you know, but I'm just going to say you know. But you guys, we're there with her. I just want you to know that. We're there with her. I believe in a very spiritual way that people in the squad have been there for each other, sending all of the prayers, all of that positive energy. And it helps to sustain us. And it's a good thing. Wherever you can find community is a good thing. So I was thinking about that the other day. And I don't know, I don't know the lady Sussex, but I just felt in my spirit that we, the squad, was there with her. And maybe it was during a period when she needed to lean on the squad. But I just feel like we were with her. And that was a good feeling. So, and that's what community is for having someone to lean on when you need them the most. Right? Of course, this is virtual, but still, just the same. Well, not the same, but you know what I mean. So that's what I wanted to say. I was thinking about that the other day. Ooh, let me see. Wait until the fakery about being sick come out. Oh yeah. If that gets found out, if that is the case, if she thinks that being accused of being a racist was bad, wait until that comes to the fore. Wait until that happens. Then she'll really feel, you know, I what's her name? Victoria Newton. Victoria Newton, I have to do a whole nother front page. Leave Kate alone. Back off Kate. You'll have to do another front page like that again and go on the Times radio to defend her. Okay, you all. I am going to call it a night. Let me see here. Oh, okay. You know what? You guys? I wanted to say some birthday thank yous. I'm trying to do this without saying anybody's name because I don't know. Some things are in different names, but I'll see what I can do. So I got the most beautiful cards. Beautiful cards. I think I can say this one. Lydia. This is one of the most beautiful cards I've ever seen. I love this pattern. And I'm going to take a picture of it and add it to my backgrounds. I love this. Okay, I'm not going to read the card, but I love this. Now, see, this is when you really know a person. Lydia Washington sent me the most beautiful card. Yeah, this is beautiful. I love that. It is exquisite. Okay, what else did I get here? And this card is from north of the border. So you probably know who you are. This is one of those cards that reminds you that you're getting older. I can still party till the cows come home, as long as they come home by around 9 p.m. It's your birthday, party till 9-ish. All right. So that means don't stay up too late. Aging relic of a content creator. And let me see, this one is very nautical. And this is from Jerry White. Oh, this is beautiful. I wish you guys could see it. Maybe I could take a picture of it for tomorrow. But it has a nautical theme. And it has like some gold leaf in the design. That is beautiful. That is very beautiful. And it's got like a retro, like old fashioned kind of, anyway, it is, I'm telling you, This is really nice. This is really nice. You know, I'm one of those people that will buy a greeting card, not that I'm going to give it to anyone, but because I like the design. And I promise you, this is like something that I would just buy just because the design of it appeals to me. So thank you so much for that, Jerry White. And let me see, what else do we have here? Oh, okay. Okay, so I won't say the person's real name, but this is from, I guess I could say Lizzie. Yeah, this is from Lizzie. And Lizzie, oh yes, that's what, well, I don't want to say what Lizzie got me, but she got me something from the wish list. And I'm actually using it right now. I am using it. I promise you, I am using it right now. So thank you so much, Lizzie. Okay. So I do apologize if I missed anyone, but this is from MW. I don't want to say the person's name, but this is from MW. And also, I'm going to save these return addresses. So whenever I put my my gift bags together, which I'm going to try to work on that by the first of the year. Let me see. So MW, this is so cute. It says, for your birthday, someone as amazing as you deserve a great big round of applause. And it's got a bunch of furry animals with their like paws extended up in the air. So it's a great big applause. PAWS pause. That is adorable. It's a 3D card. And when you open it, everything is just like jumps out at you. So thank you so much for that. I am going to keep this forever. Definitely. All right. And let me see. Oh, yeah. This is my card from Connie Balmer. This is my Connie Balmer card. And it's got, let me see. I don't want to butcher the language, but I believe this is German, right? Spreche Deutsch. But also, again, I'm going to keep the return address. And when I get my gifts together, I will definitely be sending something. So thank you very much. And let me see what else. This was a gift from, HAS. Yes, from someone who's on tonight. So thank you so much. And yes, all right. Also, it was the two things. I get that now. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And that is going to come in handy, especially when I travel. All right. And again, my coffee pods, exactly what I was missing because I have been grinding coffee and I have to make like a whole thing of coffee just to get a couple of cups out of it. So thank you so much for that. Gracie and Pawabi just joining late. Happy birthday, Baron. Wishing you many more years of happiness and good health. Well, thank you, Gracie. Thank you so much. And thank you for joining us here at Royal Sussex. All right. Okay, so there's that one. Okay. All right. Oh, now I got a couple more, I think. VG, a little something to express my appreciation for all of the hard work you do for the Sussex squad. I love your wealth of knowledge, humor, and singing. Ooh, somebody likes my singing. Enjoy your gifts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, I got one more of those cards that was from a gift bag. Let me see if I can find it. Ah, there it is. Oh, okay. Yeah, this one again is for the coffee. I think, yeah, that was for the coffee. Thank you very. No, that wasn't for the coffee. That was for something else. Was it two things? I think so. Well, anyway, thank you. Thank you very much. And you, of course, have rescued Royal Sussex because thanks to you, I have those uh, big monitors that I use, which has been a godsend. I cannot tell you. I got those two big 27-inch monitors where I can just spread everything out at my fingertips. And that has been incredible. So functional and also great for the quality of Royal Sussex. So thank you so much for that. You guys have spoiled me definitely, and I really, really am thankful. It doesn't feel like I'm working. I feel more like I'm hanging out, and even during some of the more stressful times, you don't know what it's like to be able to take your mind off of some of the more struggling things in life. And to all the content creators, thank you for what you do because this is hard work. It is hard work. But it gets easier. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. But I'm kind of weird in that I'm never satisfied and I'm always trying to go up to that next level. And as I said, Pedal had a lot to do with that. There's not one single day that I don't start briefing, for or I'm sorry, not briefing, but prepping for work that I don't think of the quality that Pedal has been putting out all this time. And it makes me work that much harder. So thank you, Pedal, for the constant inspiration. So, but yeah, Pedal has made what I do that much more quality because it's like a standard that you all deserve, right? And for certain, like I said, a lot of that was inspired by Pedal of Facts and 2 Cents. Okay. Was there anything else? I'm gonna just take a Oh, thank you, Miss C. Thank you. I tell you, if anybody ever would have told me when I was younger that one of these days people are going to really appreciate your sound, I wouldn't have believed it. I would not have believed it. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm just looking back at a couple of things here. Thank you, A Hill. Joanne Melville, thank you so much for being here. All right. Good night, Beverly McCaskill. All right. Okay. I think we're good. Really? Oh, thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. Thank you, Helen Gilmore. All right. All right, you guys. And so it goes. All right. Ooh, and you know what? Tomorrow, remember I told you I'm getting that lamp from my sister? I cannot wait to show it to you guys. I'm going to take a picture of it. It is so cool, but I'm going to take a picture of it and show it to you. All right, just going back, looking at a couple of more comments. I am so sorry I did miss most of the comments, but I just logged on. Happy birthday to you. Let me see. Thank you so much for that, Mary Kate. Yeah, that really means a lot. That makes me very emotional. That really does. That makes me very, very emotional. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, you guys take care of each other. And I love that. I really do love that. But yeah. So, Lady Sussex, if you're listening, we are there with you. We are there with you. Keeping you company and everything else, we're there with you. Sheila Dewey, thank you. Myra V, good night. Okay, you guys, before I get too emotional, I'm going to sign out. Thanks again. Love you guys, and I will see you all tomorrow. Oh, and not a minute too soon. I just forgot I didn't have my computer plugged in. The power says it's about to go out. Just noticed that. Okay. Oh, and thank you, moderators. Okay, here goes. I'm gonna go. Love you guys. Let me see. Take that away and go.